Hi everyone, my name is Cole Hutchins, and today I'm going to attempt to persuade you to why the right to be forgotten should be adopted here in the United States. Do you believe that one mistake, no matter how big or how small, should live with you forever? Well, that is the case for many people in the United States where the right to be forgotten has not been adopted yet. The right to be forgotten is the right to have personal information permanently removed from search engines and their archives at the request of the user under certain scenarios. I personally have done a lot of research into the right to be forgotten after first learning about it in my computer science classes here at UC. And now I strongly believe that the right to be forgotten should be adopted here in the United States for three main reasons. The first being that people should inherently have a right to their privacy, and it should belong to them. The second being that people should own their personal data, not corporations or anyone else. And the third being that people should be able to move on from their mistakes under certain circumstances. Now, expanding upon my first reason on why the right to be forgotten should be adopted. People should have right to their privacy, and if a search engine can remove someone's personal data online, I believe that that option should be made available to the person for it to happen. Google, for example, can do so, and they removed almost 50% of the 650,000 requests that they've received since 2014 to do so, as reported by James Dubeck in a 2018 NPR article. This option allows a person to foremost have control over their information. It also allows people to remove information that may no longer be accurate about them or may have been false in the first place. Another reason related to privacy on why that people's information should be removed from online, is that the media outlets should not be the sole dictators on what information is made public or not. The people themselves should have a say in what people know about them and what is published online about them. For example, in an innocent case reported by Adam Tanner at Forbes.com, a financial advisor in Britain asked a media outlet to remove innocent images of him playing an instrument in a park from decades ago. Now, you may ask why this image may be requested to be removed offline. I mean, for anyone else looking at it, it's just a person playing an instrument. However, in this guy's scenario, he became a financial advisor, and he wants people to view him as such. But when his name is Googled online or searched online in a search engine, the first results are of him playing an instrument in a park from decades ago. Now, he wanted this to be removed and a more professional image to appear first. And his request was only partially fulfilled, as right to be forgotten is not widespread even in Europe yet. So in many countries, the first image that pops up is still of him playing an instrument in a park. Whereas in some, where the right to be forgotten is adopted, the image is now gone. So you can see where the right to be forgotten can be useful in even very innocent scenarios. The second reason why I support its adoption is that a person's personal data should belong to them and them only. Corporations should not be able to store and sell people's personal data for profit. By legalizing the profit of people's personal data, companies will have no incentive to keep it, store it, or sell it. Another reason why people's data should belong to them and them only is that personal data can be harmful if left online and exposed to others. Current laws do not do anywhere near enough to keep people's personal data online safe and out of harm from danger. If people were allowed to request for information to be removed, it would allow people to feel a lot more safe and be a lot more safe online. The third reason why I support its adoption is that people should be able to move on from their mistakes under certain circumstances. For instance, those charged with a crime in which they are proven innocent or acquitted often still have the details of that crime posted online with their name attached to it. Now, even with the word innocence or acquitted along with it, this can make many people's names be seen in an unfavorable light by employers or by the general public. the right to be forgotten has worked with ease in other countries and can be used to fix this certain scenario. For example, Google approved an individual's request to have a rejected conviction removed from its internet search engines and its archives, as reported by Ben Lovejoy in an online article on his website. In a similar scenario, a young adult who had served his time for his conviction and then waited a few years after that time was served requested for his information of that conviction to be removed from the internet. Google obliged and did so, and that conviction can no longer be found anywhere on the search engine or in the archives. In both of these scenarios, I believe that the right to be forgotten did good for improving people's lives and their futures. I believe that the right to be forgotten should be adopted in the United States because people have a right to their privacy, their data belongs to them and them only, and people should be able to move on from their mistakes in the past under certain circumstances. Now, I'll leave you with this. I believe that the right to be forgotten should be made available and adopted in the United States because it can improve lives, remove harmful information that is tagged with people that may or may not belong in the first place, and in general can keep people safer. Thank you.